up, man? What's up, everybody? Thank you. Janine, hey, what's up? Great to see you. see you. Still looking for the drummer. Hey, how's the volume with the guitar? How's everybody doing in here? Where's everybody from? Oh, that's awesome. Jeff, man, good to see you. Where's everybody else from? Tiny baby Bubbles. Yeah, she's asleep. Good, Jeff. How are you? Thank you, Annie. Yeah, she's always asleep. What's up, everybody? Love you guys. Thank you, Annie. Blueberry Cow, what's up? How's everybody doing in here? Where's everybody from? Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys. Oh, yes, I actually did. That was pretty great. It was on some, like, talent show, right? Yeah, it was great. Yeah, that last part was a cool little ditty, huh? Thanks, Erica. Yeah, 7 days. How are you feeling about that, Janine? Hope you're alright. Yeah, that last little shit. Fuck, now I can't play without the backing track. Was it there? Fuck it. There it was. If I could do that really fast, it'd be crazy. Oh, what was the other one? Excited? That's great. That's good. Me too. How are you doing, Erica? What's up, Mr. 300? Thanks, man. And thanks, Jeff. That from Joe Satriani. Oh, hey, what's up? Thank you so much, man. Hey, Yalera, thank you. Fuck, that's hard. Thanks, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, guys. It's just a random backing track. Some dude named Steve Stell. Thank you, Annie. Thanks, guys, man. I really appreciate you guys. How's everyone doing? Yeah, yeah, I think she's doing good. Oh yeah, she commented on one of my videos. She's around. I'm alright, still the drummer. Yeah, without a drummer currently. The one fucking drummer was like, wants to be paid right away. Terrible. Save the last one, what do you mean? Yeah, so the drummers they want to be paid. Fucking drummer. Nah, I mean he probably will be, but he's not invited anymore. Oh yeah, you're right, I should save it. Thanks, man. Now I'm following it. Just to play in the band, I don't fucking know. To commit to a full-time band. No, but I mean to be in the band. I don't know what he's fucking talking about. You have to like earn your... I want someone who wants to be in a band. Ice-T, what's up, man? Yeah, just comment me or my email. Yeah, you should be paid for gigs, but sometimes you're not. And you shouldn't be paid to be in a band. We're not Metallica. You need to want to be in a band. You know? Yeah, it still is. Yeah, it fucking is, man. It's like 3-4 relationships. Yeah, nah, he's like, I mean, to do the gig, but yeah, it's like a bad relationship. Yeah, I mean, every band's bored with their songs, but nah, man, I need to be in a band. But fuck those guys, huh? Yeah, I know. Sign me up, man. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna get the drummer. I'm the one trying to find the drummer. I don't. All the drummers I find want to be paid to like be in the band. It's like, no. I don't know. Exactly. I thought about, hey, what's up, Christian? Thought about forming a Guns N' Roses cover band. Hey, I made this up. I don't think anyone does that. Don't steal my shit, look. No, people probably do that. man, that sucks. Get the chat motivated. We're doing fill in the blank. No. Jake, he got shot, right? Walking his dog? What the fuck is that? How do you get shot? What was he walking his dog at 4 a.m. for or whatever? I would say guitar is harder than drums. Definitely harder than bass, but it's a lot harder to play than drums. There's like a plateau you hit as a guitarist that's like impossible to break. Even like amazing guitarists still make mistakes. Oh, I like them. That's great, Feisty. That's great. He was on that album, right? Too soon? No, that's just enough time. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Feisty's on fire with the jokes tonight. Low-key reference. Thanks, Brad. Is that a song, Dr. Stein? You gotta go to the meeting, Annie. What's the show in LA? Yeah, Musicians Institute. I was gonna go see George Lynch there. I missed it. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. A low-key hair flip. What would I love? I'm worried about copyright on that. Oh, I would love George Musicians Institute. Why do you think I would love it? Thanks, Annie. Annie, love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Alright, I think I already played this. I don't know why it keeps repeating. Thank you, Annie. Annie's. Alright. What's up, everybody? Michael Shanker. Thanks, Brad. Thank you, Erica. Thanks, man. Sounds like Satriani. Fuck yeah. No, I don't know if I ever played a Fender with noiseless pickups. Maybe. You would have seen it back in December. Maybe that Fender Premium was. Please like and subscribe, guys. Michael Shanker, isn't he in his like second or third stage of life? You know how he always says that? I made a shirt that said that. So I make shirts. I used to make shirts. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate you, man. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you, Annie. What's that? Denture? the drummer of Silverchair. Thanks, Brad. Oh yeah, that's the guy that's not well. He'll fit right in. Oh, this song's kick-ass. Sorry guys, trying to figure that out. Fuck it. The drummer won't join the band? Yeah, you're talking about Silverchair? I'm talking about some random dude in LA. Everyone else, well, I got one guy. I got two guys. It'll probably be a long time. I might get this really young guy. Kayla, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, everybody? Banana duck. Thank you. Thanks, Kayla. Appreciate you. Keep coming back. Thank you so much. Banana duck's in the house. How could I forget? Good day, mate. How's everyone doing? Please like and subscribe. No way. That's awesome. They really say that over there? This song's a bummer. Low key. Low key hair flips. No way. Oh, that's awesome. That's so funny. I'm tired. How's everybody doing? Where's the Outback? Is that like the north? I think in jazz I can hit wrong notes and pull it off. Tell me if... Oh wow. Yeah, I'm feeling after hours right now. What do you think about it, Ice Tea? It's so interesting. Damn it, I was feeling that. Oh, I'm gonna be in Florida the beginning week of February. So that means I'll be on earlier. I'm gonna try and get a guitar over there. Yeah, I might get something. What's Peter Sellers? I don't know that. I'm gonna borrow the car. Is the backing track too loud? This reminds me of that movie Office Space. That song, Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster. You know what I'm talking about? Office Space? Yeah, I'll have the pic of it. That's a good one, Garth. But you guys don't know? Oh, Office Space? You have got to see that movie. So good. I almost want to play that song. I want to play that song. You know that the scene, Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster? Yes, it is. You know what I'm talking about, Garth? No. I would never play a headless. Is headless when it doesn't have the headstock? I think I'm talking about the right song. I might be losing. Yeah, best movie ever. Remember the dude next door, the neighbor? Where he knocks on the wall to talk to him? Maybe this isn't the song. Yeah, see? Yeah, I was right. Even the same key.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. A real gangster ass nigga plays his cards right. A real gangster ass nigga never runs his mouth. This real gangster ass niggas don't start fights. And niggas always got a hot cap. Showing all his boys how we shot him. A real gangster
No one's feeling this?
don't flex nuts. Cause real gangster ass niggas know they got him.
Good night, Janine.
Things cool in the mind of a gangster. Cause gangster ass niggas think deep.
Thanks for coming in.
365, like 24/7. Real gangsta ass niggas don't sleep. And all I gotta say to you, gonna be Gucci eating jealous.
Probably thinking of you, Janine. 7 days.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Hey, Peter, man. Check out that line. It's the breast exam.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Feed the poor and helping out with their bills. Although I was born in Jamaica, now I'm in the US making deals. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I mean, one that you don't really know. Riding around town in a drop top, hitting switches in my black 6'4". Now gangster ass niggas come in all shapes and colors. Some got killed in the past, but this gangster here was a smart one. Started in the bully and I last. Now all I got is gonna be crumb snatching coochie pranksters. When the grim reaper steps up, what the hell
But do you hear what I'm talking about?
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Somebody validate me.
Alright, there's my flare, okay? And this is me expressing myself, okay? There it is.
Wow. No, I feel great. It's the best day of my life.
You know what I'm talking about.
Don't worry, man. I won't tell anyone either.
What the fuck is that? No, don't worry about him. He's cool.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. A real gangster ass nigga knows the
Don't worry about him, he's
real
cool.
gangster ass niggas get the fly, some bitches ass that gangster ass nigga. The bitches look at gangster ass niggas like a stop sign. Pay them over, it's sweet. Catch the bitch on
Yeah, that's what I'm switching it up.
Take her out and get dumped in the ass with them. Cause gangsta ass niggas be the game players, and everything's quiet in the clique. A gangsta ass nigga pulls the trigger and his partners in the posse ain't telling off shit. Real gangsta ass niggas don't talk much. All you hear is the flak from the gun blast. And real gangsta ass niggas don't run for shit. This real gangsta ass niggas can't run fast. And when you in the free world talking shit, you can shit. You can't let a motherfucker shank you. But niggas like myself keep back in the game. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
One of these days, it's just gonna be like, I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm gonna go anymore.
Well, what are you do about money and bills and...
You know, I've never really liked paying bills. I don't think I'm gonna do that either.
And now, a word from the president. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
What's that world, but the Murphy family is my boss. So every night,
Okay.
and
Now you see what I mean, Garth? Which spoken word? Yeah, that would be good actually.
Zen student who quoted an old Buddhist poem to his teacher, which says, "The voices of torrents are from one great tongue. The lines of the hills are the pure body of Buddha."
Did you know that you could be generating 10 grand a month or more by simply teaching other people what you already know?
actually convinced that he is a self, an ego.
It doesn't go
Step out of that world of conventional ideas into the clear daylight of reality.
Gotta find one that goes.
Well, now,
I can't use that.
to live for the future is an indefinite postponement of life. You go through in your education a whole series of steps. The word in Latin, "gradus," means a step. So we have first grade, second grade, third grade, gradus. Finally you become a graduate. You know, you've gone along the steps. But you're still doing it. So that when you become finally successful as the president of your corporation, you have a funny feeling of
I don't want to.
being
I was
cheated.
gonna turn Alan up.
You climb the stairway, you got to the top. There's nowhere else to go. And since you've never been taught to live in the present,
Is
you
it
don't
better?
know how. So an insurance salesman comes around and says, listen, I've got the very thing for you. Retirement program. Because when you're 65, you'll drop out of the system. And then you'll really be able to enjoy yourself, see, despite your prostate trouble, menopause, false teeth, and everything else. And the art of living in the eternal now is not taught in our educational system. And it's not taught because it's thought of as being feckless, irresponsible. It isn't irresponsible at all. It is everybody's duty, I could put it that way, to enjoy themselves. Because if you don't do that, you become a nuisance. You become aggressive, you become a robber, you become a thief, you become somebody who's trying to organize the rest of the world, that is to say, a power maniac, simply because you haven't learned the very simple, inexpensive art of living in the present moment. It really doesn't take an awful lot of energy to maintain a human life. If you really consider what you need to eat, what you need to wear, how much housing you have to have, it comes down to something quite simple. And the simpler, the more you have the capacity to enjoy watching a raindrop crawl down a window. But if you watch a raindrop crawl down a window and you think, my, look at that, everybody says, you're crazy. But you're watching a raindrop fall down a window. Can't you find
Maybe
something
this
more
isn't the
important to
best
do? That means
spoken
can't you
word.
make more trouble than that? So the mentality that doesn't recognize the importance of watching a raindrop crawl down a window is the one that is creating the trouble in the world today. Say you are of no value, you're not even human, unless you're changing things, unless you're interfering, unless you're progressing. We confuse growing with progressing. Unless something is happening, a great operation, a new project is going on, and you're busy with it, we say, well, you're lazy. You're good for nothing. Because you are not working for the future. But they
This part
say
does
if you're
sound like
working
old
for the
music.
future, you're quite mad.
That's so funny.
So they don't work for the future. Just like the Chinese coolie works long enough to make some money. Then he knocks off work and he goes to the gambling joint. And he gambles. Or he smokes opium. Or just generally wanders around and digs the sea. And we say, well, that's awful. That's irresponsible. You can't do that. That's not maintaining the world properly. What do you think? Maybe that is maintaining the world properly. And maybe it's we who think that everything should be progressing who are destroying the world. Of course we are, by our Protestant ethic, by our notion of keeping everything in charge. It's true. We have a great initial success. We destroy diseases. We keep people alive. But on the end is the H-bomb. To get rid of it all entirely. So these non-political people are saying to us, the trouble with you is you don't know what you want. You have a future.
Thanks, man.
Which you're working for. But you're all wretch and no vomit.
This goes with the spoken word, doesn't it?
You promised yourselves that a good thing is going to happen. You keep promising. Even your money is a promise. It says on the dollar bill that the Treasury of the United States will promise to pay $1. What are you going to get if you deliver this and say,
I can't take the credit. It's probably Alan Watts.
I want whatever it is, this dollar. And they just can't give you credit. Because it's paper. It's all symbols. So, all these myriads of so-called primitive people, like Amerindians, Mexican Indians, Africans, don't communicate with us, and we don't communicate with them, because they don't want what we think is the desirable good society, or some of them do, of course. So in Japan, for example, the Japanese have been thoroughly conned into the idea that the Western way of life is a great thing. And so they are, by and large, frantic industrialists. And so, as a result, the cities of Nara, Osaka, Kobe are covered in smog. Tokyo is just a madhouse. They're getting it. So the whole point is, the future is an illusion. Okay, the basic ideas in Hindu cosmology, that in the course of time, you go through the series of yugas, or the epochs. You begin with a great state of affairs, and it gradually deteriorates. Is a way of saying to people, in the course of time, things only fall apart. Therefore, get out of time. Get off the wheel of samsara, the rat race. So this underlies my idea of what I call the politics of diversion. Divert Western man from history, from the notion that he is in a historical process which is leading to something always better and better and better, but which in fact only leads to more and more destruction. Divert people from time by living a style of life which is timeless and which is therefore more attractive than life devoted to time. That doesn't exclude our technological power. Part of the whole point of technology is that through technology we have the power to obliterate poverty completely. But this must not be looked at in a historical way. While it is looked at in a historical way, it will not work. That is to say, the whole problem of money and the distribution of the wealth of the world as produced by technology is a psychological problem, not a material problem. People are hypnotized with money, which is the symbol of wealth, as if it was something that was valuable in its own right. That's the confusing money with gold. When Ramakrishna said that one of the evils of the world was gold, he was, I think, perhaps unconsciously quite correct. There's a story that once upon a time, all the banks of the world got tired of shipping gold from country to country. So they decided to open an office in an island in the Pacific where all the banks had their headquarters and all the gold was put together there, so that all they needed to do when they had to exchange some gold was to trundle it across the street. And operations proceeded beautifully for about 10 years. And then all the heads of the banks from the different countries
I'll see you
came with
guys.
their wives and their children to visit the island and have a great convention.
If this was a more profound
And
speech,
so they inspected the books and the
been
transactions, and
much
everything
better.
was in perfect order. The last, the children said, "Daddy, want to see the gold?" And so the bank president said to the managers, "Take our children down to the vaults so that they could see the gold." And so all those managers said, it's sort of difficult and a little problematic and it takes a lot of time. And the president said, "Well, don't be stupid. What's the matter? Can't they see the gold?" So they hummed and hawed and said, "Well,
Anybody
we're
listening to
sorry
this?
to report that 7 years ago,
Now you see, it's true, we mustn't give the show away. That's why there are esoteric teachings. But on the other hand, there is another opposite extreme, which is not realizing that the show is a show. And that's as bad as giving the show away. Say you go to the movies, and you go to see some great horror movie, awful thing. Well, why does one do it? You want a thrill. And the whole of the universe wants a thrill. That's what it's all about. Otherwise it would be boring. But when you
thanks,
go to the
Garth.
movie,
Come back, dude.
you know in your heart of hearts that it's only a movie. And yet you contrive to some degree to forget this while you're there. And therefore get scared and feel real creeps. But that's great. Some people like to go and cry. They go and see some tragedy and just love to weep. Because it's a catharsis. It gets all the salt out of it or something, I don't know. So you do this thing. And it is, we can say it's vicarious. Yep. But that is the spirit of showmanship, of play. So one might say then that it is possible in this life to attain a sort of metaphysical courage in which you really know deep within that the most harrowing experiences
Good night, Annie.
physical existence
Love
can
you.
offer
Thank you so much. Thanks
are
for
a
coming
show.
in.
Now this is the what you might call ultimate nerve. And for example, when the samurai in Japan studied Zen, that's what they wanted to get. They wanted to get ultimate nerve, so that absolutely nothing would fail. So there
I will.
under the soil, there is hell. But go ahead. Don't be blocked. Don't be phased. Now you can say, well, that's all very well. I start to shake. I can't stop it. Stop it. And build a mountain of breathing my muscles, clenching my muscles, exercising my willpower. Can't get rid of the shakes. When I have this here, that's true. But you must remember that the secret is not to be afraid. When you have really loved and you don't resist the experience, you are constantly afraid. But when you refuse to be afraid, you are resisting. And that's the transition stuff. Being afraid of fear, that's what we call worry. Worry is simply permanent, they will immediately discover another. How the worry is infinitely skin under. And go on and on and on, because the moment you see reduce the size of the other, you get your worry darling about this. Suddenly your whole sense of distance and size changes. Because you're looking so intently at this little onion, it fills your whole field of vision, and there's one thing in a big onion. You start putting that down, but as you get another one about this size, then it enlarges itself into judgment and values, and then once more it's philosophy. Now that's always going on. So if you are disposed to money, there is always plenty. You make plenty of money and you have no troubles about that, then you start wondering if you're going to get a disease. The doctor says, no, it's all right, there's nothing wrong with you, then you wonder if you're going to get into an accident. Then you take precautions, and then you wonder if you're going to get a little whether your house is going to be wrong. There's always something. So it is really this kind of worry. Yet we feel a little guilty if we don't do it. Because it's somehow ridiculous that the proper amount of worry is showing a good sense of responsibility. We were concerned. And all people, you might say, who are socially conscious are concerned. So when we say I'm concerned, it means I have a frown on my face. And I'm worried about you, about the nation, about the war, so on. So Tillich said, religion is ultimate concern. I am concerned about the universe. But what I call concern, the way I would want to interpret it instead of a sort of frown, is something more like amazement. In other words, that existence is difficult. I can't explain this to you because I don't know quite how to ask the question about existence. Like you said, to be wondering about it in some sort of clear thinking way. Well, what is, it's a very nice thing to consider yourself, that if you were going to have a and you would have only 5 minutes, and you might ask one of them, what do you ask? And you've got plenty of time to think this over in advance. And you realize, question after question, say, no, that's not really the thing I want to get at. Not that. Like, do you exist? You can't say, well, of course. Yeah,
Leo, what's up? Please like and subscribe. How's everyone doing?
No.
How you feel about Alan Watts?
Boy, people used to say to me, Alan, you're so weird. Why can't you be like other people? Well, I thought that was just plain dull. And some of the things that are weird because they are just obvious. Nobody else has done them. Some of the most fascinating scientific discoveries by people with very common sense, like anybody can know it. And calling that fundamental assumption in question is really the beginning of geography. And when I think over the weirdest of all things I can think of, you know what it is? Nothing. The whole idea of nothing is something that has bugged people for centuries, especially in the West. Because we have a saying in Latin, ex nihilo nihil fit, which means that out of nothing comes nothing. You can't, in other words, get something out of nothing. And it's occurred to me that this is a fallacy of tremendous proportions that lies at the root of all our common sense, not only in the West, but in many parts of the East as well. And it comes up as a kind of terror of nothing, a put down on nothing, and everything to do with nothing, everything associated with nothing, such as sleep, passivity, rest, and even the feminine principle is often equated with the negative principle. Although women's lib people don't like that kind of thing, but when they get through understanding what I'm going to tell you, I don't think they'll object. Because what has struck me is that nothing, the negative, the empty, is exceedingly powerful. I would say, not ex nihilo nihil fit, out of nothing comes nothing, but I would say you can't have something without nothing. For how do we basically begin to think about the difference between something and nothing? I can say, there is a cigar in my right hand and there is no cigar in my left hand. And so we get the idea of is here and isn't or empty here. But behind that, of course, lies the far more obvious contrast of solid and space. Now, we tend to think of space as nothing. When we talk about the conquest of space, there's a little element noted of hostility in that phrase. But actually, we're talking about the conquest of distance. Space as such, that is to say, whatever it is that lies between the Earth and the Moon, the Earth and the Sun, is considered, especially since the Michelson-Morley experiment, which proved there was no ether, is considered to be just nothing at all. But to suggest how very powerful and important this nothing at all is, let me point out that if you didn't have space, you couldn't have anything solid.
This is profound. You hear what he's saying?
Without space outside the solid, you wouldn't know where the solid's edges were. For example, you can see me on the camera because you see a background here and all around me, and that background shows up my outline. But if that wasn't there, then you would notice, say, only the beads and the microphone here, and this would become the background. But you always have to have a background to see a figure. You just can't do without it. So that means that the figure and the ground, the solid and the space, in some way are inseparable and go together. Now, we find this very commonly in the phenomena of magnetism and electricity. A magnet has a north pole and a south pole, and a battery has a positive pole and a negative pole. There is no such thing as a magnet with one pole only. Let's supposing we equate the north with south, and north with is and south with
intellectual rock.
Then we see we can't do without the two of them. You can chop the magnet in two, supposing it's a bar magnet, and you'll just get another north pole and south pole on the end of each piece. And so in the same way, a current will not flow through an electric circuit until the negative pole is connected as well as the positive. Because the current does not wait in the wire like water in a hose and then begin to flow when you, as it were, connected with the negative pole like turning on the nozzle. There won't be any current in the wire at all until its end point, which is the negative, is established. So what this is trying to get into our basic logic is this, that there isn't a sort of fight between something and nothing. You know the famous words of Hamlet, to be or not to be, that is the question. It isn't. To be or not to be is not the question. Because, as I think I've shown, you can't have a solid without space. And therefore you can't have an is without an isn't, a something without a nothing, a figure without a background. And we can turn that right the other way around and say you can't have space without solid. Because imagine nothing but space. Space, 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 with nothing in it at all forever. But there you are imagining, and you're something in it. To have the whole idea of there being only space and nothing else at all is not only inconceivable but perfectly meaningless, because we always know what we mean by contrast. We know what we mean by white in comparison with black. We know life in comparison with death.
What is that?
We know pleasure in comparison with pain, up in comparison with down. But you will notice
Is that another Alan Watts speech?
that they must come into being together. You don't have first something, then nothing, or first nothing, and then something.
And you can't have
something
music
and nothing
without
are two
silence.
sides of the same coin. And as you know, if you take a coin and you file away the tail side of it, and you file that side of it away completely, the head side will disappear as well. In this sense, the positive and the negative, the something and the nothing, are inseparable. They go together. And in this way, you could say that the nothing is the force whereby the something can be manifested. Without space, we couldn't see the stars. The stars not only occupy space, but have space between one point of the sphere and the opposite one. So the space everywhere is absolutely basic to there being anything at all. Now, ordinarily, we think that what is basic to the physical world is something we call matter. And then matter has various shapes. We think of tables as made of wood. We think of pots as made of clay. But I ask you, is a tree made of wood?
I'll find
in the same
some
way as a table is? No, that would be stupid, isn't it? Because a tree is wood. It isn't made of wood. Wood and tree are two different names for the same thing. But there's in the back of our mind the notion, as a root of common sense, that everything in the world is made of something, made of some kind of basic stuff. And physicists, through the centuries, have, of course, wanted to know what that was. And physics began as a quest to discover the basic stuff out of which the world is made. And with all our advances in physics, we've never found it. What we have found is not stuff, but form. We have found shapes. We have found structures. Because when you turn up the microscope and you look at things where you thought there was some sort of stuff, you find instead form, pattern, structure. You find the shapes of crystals. And you go in beyond the shapes of crystals and you find molecules. And you go in beyond molecules and you find atoms. And you go in beyond atoms and you find electrons and positrons, between which there are vast spaces. And we can't make up our minds as to these electrons, whether they're waves or whether they're particles, and so we call them wavicles. But they're very tiny. And if you want to ask what stuff are electrons made of, we might be able to make a further analysis, but what we will come up with will never be stuff. It will always be a pattern, a moving pattern, which can be described and measured, but we never get to any stuff for the simple reason that there isn't any. You see, what stuff is, actually, is when you see something unclearly or out of focus, it becomes fuzzy. You know, we say stuffing in something like kapok in a cushion, or stuff like clay, because when we look at it with the naked eye, it looks just like goo. We can't make out any significant shape to it. But then when you put it under the microscope, you suddenly see shapes. It comes into clear focus as shape. And you can go on and on and on, looking into the nature of the world, and you will never find anything except form. Because think of stuff. Why, you wouldn't know how to talk about it, even if you found it. How would you describe what it was like? You couldn't say anything about a structure in it. You couldn't say anything about a pattern or a process in it, because it'd be just absolute primordial glue. Well, what else is there besides form in the world? Obviously, between the significant shapes of any form, there is space. And space and form, in that sense, go together as the fundamental things we're dealing with in this universe. And that's why there's a Buddhist saying, really the whole of Buddhism is based on this saying, which is, that which is void is precisely form, and that which is form is precisely void. So form always goes with void. And there really isn't in this whole universe any stuff. Form, indeed, is inseparable from the idea of energy. And frisky form, especially when it's moving in a very circumscribed area, appears to us as solid. In the same way, for example, when you spin an electric fan, the empty spaces between the blades sort of disappear into a blur, and you can't push a pencil, much less your finger, through the fan. So in the same way, you can't push your finger through the floor because the floor is going too fast. But basically, what you have down there is nothing except nothing and form and motion. But here it is, this common sense notion that the world is made of some kind of stuff is shown to be a nonsense idea in the back of our mind. It isn't there. But instead, form.
right, guys. I'm signing off. Love you guys. Please subscribe. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Feisty. Good night, guys. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. See you soon.